The American Civil War, a defining moment in the history of the United States, was a brutal conflict from 1861 to 1865. Fought between the Northern Union states and the Southern Confederate states, it was a war over fundamental differences, primarily centered around the institution of slavery and states' rights. While the war involved numerous battles and skirmishes, several key encounters and personalities stand out, revealing the war's complexity and human cost. Let's begin with the Battle of Fort Sumter, which marked the beginning of open hostilities. On April 12, 1861, Confederate forces fired on this federal fort in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina. After 34 hours of relentless bombardment, Union forces surrendered, igniting a conflict that would rage across the entire nation. This event galvanized the North and the South, propelling the country into full-scale war. Another pivotal conflict was the Battle of Antietam, fought on September 17, 1862, in Maryland. Known as the bloodiest single day in American military history, it resulted in nearly 23,000 soldiers killed, wounded, or missing. The Union's strategic victory under General George McClellan gave President Abraham Lincoln the opportunity he needed to issue the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation, a turning point in the war that redefined the nature of the conflict from a battle for Union to a fight for freedom. Moving forward, the Battle of Gettysburg in July 1863 was perhaps the most famous engagement of the Civil War. Over 3 days, Union and Confederate forces clashed in and around this small Pennsylvania town, culminating in a resounding Union victory. It was here that General Robert E. Lee's second invasion of the North ended in failure, marking the turning point in the war. The significance of Gettysburg is also underscored by President Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, a short but profound speech that would become one of the most famous in American history, reaffirming the nation's commitment to its founding principles. In the Western Theater, the Siege of Vicksburg was another critical Union victory. Lasting from May 18th to July 4th, 1863, it was led by Union General Ulysses S. Grant. The fall of Vicksburg gave the Union control of the Mississippi River, effectively splitting the Confederacy in two and proving a decisive blow to Southern supply lines and morale. A discussion of the Civil War would be incomplete without acknowledging its heroes. Figures such as Robert E. Lee and Ulysses S. Grant became legendary, representing the tireless strategic minds and complex personalities leading their respective forces. Lee, celebrated in the South for his tactical prowess, faced Grant, known for his dogged perseverance and strategic insight. Their encounters, particularly at battles like Appomattox Courthouse, led directly to the Confederate surrender in April 1865. The Civil War's conclusion marked a new chapter in American history. It preserved the Union and led to the abolition of slavery, transforming the nation and setting forth a long and turbulent path toward civil rights. The war, with its heroes and battles, represents not only a significant military struggle, but a profound moment of change and endurance for the United States. Today, the lessons and legacy of the Civil War remain critical to understanding America's continuing journey toward equality and unity.